The dissolution of the flesh, laying aside the garment of limitations. My friends, we have arrived at the most sacred hour of the day. The world outside is growing dim. The noise of the marketplace is fading, and you are preparing to cross the threshold into the great deep of sleep. But before you drift away, I want to teach you the most essential art in the practice of the law. It is the art of the dissolution of the flesh. You see, most people go to sleep as a physical body. They carry the weight of their bones, the tension in their muscles, and the exhaustion of their physical frame into the subconscious. They remain locked in the prison of their senses even as they dream. But I tell you, you cannot create a new world while you are still pathologically attached to the old one. To experience the I am in its full creative power, you must first learn to lay aside the garment of the flesh. You must learn to die to the world of 3 dimensions so that you may be born into the 4th. The illusion of solidity. Look at your body for a moment. You think of it as a solid thing, a permanent fixture of your reality. You believe you are limited by your height, your age, your health, and the physical space you occupy. But this solidity is a lie of the senses. Your body is nothing more than a temporary condensation of your consciousness. It is a shadow cast by your imagination. In the state akin to sleep, or SATS, our goal is to withdraw the life force from the shadow and return it to the source. We want to reach a state where you are no longer a man or woman, no longer a debtor or a worker, but a point of pure, unconditioned awareness. To do this, we must consciously dissolve the flesh. We must melt the ice of the physical body into the water of the spirit. I want you now to lay perfectly still. Do not move a single muscle. If you feel an itch, ignore it. If you feel a twitch, let it pass. You are becoming a statue, but a statue made of living light. We are going to perform a psychological unclothing. Liquidizing the physical frame, begin at the very base of your being, your feet. Focus your attention there. Do not think about your feet, be in your feet. Now imagine a wave of golden, warm energy rising from the earth. As this wave touches your toes, feel them lose their density. Imagine that your toes are no longer solid bone and skin, but have become a warm, shimmering liquid. The wave rises through the arches of your feet, your heels, and your ankles. Feel the weight of your feet simply vanishing. They are merging with the sheets, merging with the bed, merging with the very air in the room. You can no longer feel where your feet end and the world begins. They have become a shadow. The wave moves upward now, through your calves and into your knees. Every bit of tension you have carried today, every step you took in pursuit of getting and doing, is now being washed away. Your legs are becoming heavy yet strangely weightless. They are sinking, melting, dissolving. You are not trying to relax. You are simply witnessing the dissolution of the flesh. Feel the light move into your thighs and your hips. This is where we hold the tension of our walk through life. Let it go. Imagine the large muscles of your legs turning into a mist. You have no legs now. You have only the idea of legs floating in a sea of tranquility. The melting of the torso and the heart. Now the golden wave flows into your lower back and your abdomen. Feel your breath becoming slow and rhythmic. You are no longer breathing. You are being breathed by the Father. The tension in your spine, the pillar that holds up your world of Caesar, is now softening. Each vertebra is opening, releasing the grip of the day. The light flows into your chest and your heart. Your heart is the center of your feeling nature. Feel it softening. Feel it expanding. The walls of your chest are no longer a cage. They have become a wide open horizon. Your internal organs are resting. They are quiet. They are still. You are becoming a liquid soul, a vast ocean of consciousness that knows no boundaries. Let the wave flow down your arms, from your shoulders to your elbows, from your elbows to your wrists, and finally into the palms of your hands. Your hands are the tools of your labor, but tonight their labor is finished. Feel the fingers go limp. Feel the palms open as if to receive a gift. Your arms are now 2 streams of light flowing away from the center of your being. The final surrender, the face and the mind. Finally, let the wave rise into your neck and your jaw. Most of us hold the grimace of struggle in our jaws. Let it drop. Let your tongue rest. Feel the muscles around your eyes, the eyes that have looked at the facts of lack all day. Simply let go. Your forehead is smooth like a lake at dawn. Now look at the very top of your head. Imagine the skull opening up. The last remnants of your physical identity are evaporating into the atmosphere. You have no head. You have no face. You have no name. You are now a point of pure, unconditioned awareness. You are I am. You have successfully laid aside the garment. You are no longer Neville or John or Mary. You are the creative power of the universe, standing at the threshold of the subconscious. In this state of total physical dissolution, you are omnipotent. There is no resistance here. There is no hard world to fight. There is only the plastic, moldable substance of your own imagination. The power of the unclothed soul. My friends, why do we do this? Why do we spend these precious minutes melting the body? Because as long as you feel yourself to be a physical body, you are a victim of the laws of physics. You are a victim of time and space. But when you dissolve the flesh, you enter the realm of the spirit where there is no time and no space. In this liquid state, you can be anywhere. You can be anything. You are not waiting for wealth to come to you. You are expanding into the state of wealth. Because you have no physical boundaries, you can merge your awareness with the feeling of IHV. You are like water being poured into a golden vessel. You take the shape of the vessel instantly. If you stay solid, you have to climb toward your dreams. But when you are liquid, you simply flow into them. This is the secret of the sleep talk down. We are not just trying to get you to sleep. We are trying to get you to sleep as God. We want you to cross the border into the subconscious while you are still in this state of unconditioned awareness. The womb of the subconscious, you are now floating in the misty borders. This is the womb of the mother, the subconscious mind. This is where all things are conceived. Because you have dissolved the flesh, the subconscious no longer sees you as a limited human being. It sees you as a command, whatever you feel yourself to be in this state. The subconscious accepts as a blueprint. It doesn't ask if you are worthy. It doesn't ask if you have enough education or money. It simply takes the vibration of your unconditioned awareness and begins to clothe it in physical form. Do not be in a hurry to leave this state. This is the Holy of Holies. This is the place where the Word becomes flesh. While your body is a shadow, your imagination is the law. You are now ready to plant the seed. You are ready to speak the decree. Feel the silence. Feel the stillness. Feel the absolute power of your own. I am. You are the master of your fate. You are the captain of your soul. The flesh is gone. Only the Creator remains. You are now perfectly prepared to enter the next stage of the journey, the stage where we define the I am and give it the tones of reality. But for now, just stay here. Stay in the liquid light. Stay in the freedom of having no body, no name, and no limitations. You are resting in the arms of the infinite. You are safe. You are powerful. You are home. The garment is laid aside. The true you is now awake. And as you prepare to dream, you do so as the sovereign of your own universe. The dissolution is complete. The creation is about to begin. The silence of the I am. Retreating to the formless deep, we have dissolved the flesh. We have watched the body melt away like a mist before the morning sun, leaving nothing behind but a point of pure, radiant awareness. Now, we enter the most profound silence you will ever experience. This is the state that the ancient mystics called the void. But it is not a void of emptiness. It is a void of infinite potentiality. It is the state of I am. In your waking life, you are always I am this or I am that. You say, I am a teacher. I am a father. I am tired or I am in debt. Every time you attach a label to the I am, you are limiting the power of God within you. You are taking the infinite ocean and trying to squeeze it into a tiny, cracked bottle of human identity. But tonight, as you hover on the threshold of sleep, we are going to break all the bottles. We are going to discard every label you have ever worn. The great unloading. Think of your life as a ship that has been carrying a heavy, burdensome cargo. This cargo is made up of your name, your past mistakes, your current bank balance, and your fears for the future. As long as the ship is loaded with this weight, it cannot sail into the deep waters of the subconscious. It is stuck in the shallow docks of the world of Caesar. In this silence, I want you to perform a great unloading. Mentally step away from your name. If someone were to call it right now, you would not answer, for you are no longer that person. Step away from your history. The things that happened to you yesterday or 10 years ago no longer exist in this space. They are shadows of a dream you have already finished. Step away from your financial status. Whether you have millions or nothing at all, it is irrelevant here. In the I am, you are the source of all wealth, and the source is never defined by its current reflection. You are now stripping yourself of everything that is not eternal. You are becoming unconditioned. The power of the unconditioned state. Why is this state so critical for manifesting your desires? Because you cannot put new wine into old bottles. If you try to imagine wealth while you are still clinging to the identity of a man who is struggling, your imagination will have no power. You will be, I am a struggling man trying to be rich, and the subconscious will only honor the struggle. But when you reach the state of pure I am, you have no identity for the subconscious to fight. You are like a blank canvas. You are like the primeval deep mentioned in Genesis, where the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the waters. There is no resistance here. There is no logic to tell you that you can't. There is only the sheer, raw power of existence. In this silence, do not try to think. Do not try to visualize yet. Simply feel the fact that you are. Feel the thrill of being alive without needing a reason for it. Feel the pulse of the universe beating in your awareness. You are not a human being having a spiritual experience. You are the Spirit of God experiencing the luxury of being. The silence is the command. Most people think that prayer is a matter of words. They think they must talk to God to get his attention. But I tell you, God is your own consciousness, and he hears you best in the silence. When you are in the I am state, your very presence is a command. You are standing in the Holy of Holies, the place where the Word is born. As you drift closer to sleep, let the silence expand. If a thought of the world tries to intrude, if you remember a bill or a worry, do not fight it. Simply step back from it. Say to that thought, that is a shadow. I am. Return to the center. Return to the formless, nameless, timeless awareness of being. This is the state of non-resistance. In this silence, you are beside the still waters. Your soul is being restored because it is being disconnected from the friction of the three-dimensional world. You are recharging your creative battery. You are becoming a magnet. You are now the good soil because you have cleared away the weeds of your old identity. Whatever seed we plant next will have no choice but to grow. You have reached the level of consciousness where the problem does not exist. You are in the upper room. Stay in this silence. Dwell in the I am. You are the master, the creator, and the witness. You are the eternal flame that never goes out. And in this formless deep, you are now ready to speak the world into being. The sensory tones of reality clinging to the feeling of the wish fulfilled. We have dissolved the flesh. We have retreated into the formless silence of the I am. Now, my friends, we are going to perform the most vital act in the history of your soul's evolution. We are going to take the formless and give it form. We are going to take the I am and define it. But we will not do this with the cold, dry language of the intellect. We will do it with the sensory tones of reality. Neville taught that the secret of successful manifestation is not in the seeing, but in the feeling. To feel a state is to make it real. You see, the subconscious mind does not know the difference between a physical event and a sensory experience conducted in the imagination with the intensity of reality. When you can touch, hear, and smell your desire in the theater of your mind, the subconscious accepts it as a fact, and once accepted, it must be manifested in your world of Caesar. Moving from thought to experience, most of you fail because you think of your desire instead of thinking from it. You look at wealth as a distant mountain you hope to climb. But tonight, as you drift towards sleep, we are not going to look at the mountain. We are going to stand upon its peak. We are going to feel the cold, crisp air in our lungs and the solid ground beneath our feet. In this state akin to sleep, your imagination is at its most potent. The veil between the worlds is thin. You are going to choose a simple short scene that implies your wealth is already a present tense fact. Do not try to visualize a complex movie. Pick one moment, a single snapshot of victory, the tones of touch, the solidity of success. If you desire wealth, I want you to feel the physical evidence of it now. In your mind's eye, reach out and touch something that only a wealthy person would touch. Perhaps it is the heavy, cool weight of a fountain pen as you sign a contract that changes your life. Feel the texture of the expensive paper beneath your hand. Feel the resistance of the nib as it glides across the surface. Or perhaps it is the feeling of a specific key in your pocket, the key to a home that was once only a dream. Feel its cold, metallic edges. Feel the weight of it. As you touch it in your imagination, you are telling your subconscious, this is not a dream. This is a solid physical reality. You are giving your assumption the tonality of reality. The tones of sound, the voice of achievement now bring in the sense of hearing. What sounds would you hear if your wish were already fulfilled? Would you hear the voice of a friend or a mentor saying, I am so incredibly proud of your success? Hear that voice now. Do not just imagine that they are saying it. Hear the specific tone of their voice. Hear the sincerity in their breath. Feel the vibration of their words in your own chest. Respond to them. Say thank you. It truly is wonderful. By engaging in this imaginary conversation, you are anchoring yourself in the state. You are tasting the result before the world can see it. Listen to the rustle of the wind through the trees of your new estate. Listen to the silence of a mind that no longer worries about bills. This is the sound of abundance. The tones of scent, the fragrance of the harvest. Never underestimate the power of scent. Scent is the most primal of all our senses. It bypasses the analytical mind and goes straight to the heart of the subconscious. What does your success smell like? Does it smell like the fresh, clean air of the ocean? Does it smell like the rich leather of a new car? Or perhaps the distinct, metallic scent of new banknotes? Breathe in that scent now. Let it fill your imaginary lungs. As you smell the fragrance of your success, your body will begin to react as if the event is happening now. Your nervous system will relax. Your heart will beat with the rhythm of IVE. You are clothing the formless. I am in the sensory garments of the physical world. Staying in the scene. The secret is to keep the scene short and to repeat it over and over. Do not let your mind wander to the how or the when. If the mind drifts, gently bring it back to the touch, the sound, and the scent. Loop the scene until it takes on the tones of reality, until you feel a sense of relief wash over you. That relief is the signal that the seed has been planted. When you feel the relief, you no longer want the wealth, because you have it in the spirit. You are no longer a spectator, you are the occupant. You are no longer dreaming, you are experiencing. As you drift closer to sleep, let the scene become more and more vivid. Let the colors become brighter. Let the sensations become sharper. You are not trying to make it happen. You are simply witnessing what is already true in the fourth dimension. You are staying in the scene until it becomes your natural atmosphere. You are now wearing the robe of the king. You have given your dream the sensory tones of reality, and the subconscious has no choice but to say, yes. Stay with the feeling, stay with the touch, stay with the sound. You are the master of the Midas touch, and you are now ready to seal this work with the final vibration of gratitude. The sleep of the satisfied, the relief of the finished work. We have clothed the formless. I am in the sensory garments of reality. You have touched the cool metal of the key. You have heard the sincere congratulations of your peers, and you have breathed in the fragrance of your new life. Your subconscious mind is now pregnant with the image of your success. But there is a final, vital step to take before you allow the darkness of sleep to claim you entirely. It is the transition from doing the imaginal act to resting in its completion. This is what I call the sleep of the satisfied. Most seekers make the mistake of falling asleep in the first. They drift off while trying to visualize, trying to feel, or trying to force the scene. But effort is the confession of absence. If you are still trying, you are affirming that you do not yet have. To truly manifest wealth, you must move beyond the effort into the state of relief. You must reach the point where the imaginal act feels so real that you no longer have the desire to imagine it. You must feel the is done in every fiber of your liquid soul. The power of the thank you loop. The most effective way to anchor this relief as you fall asleep is through the thank you loop. As you lie there, perfectly still, having already experienced your sensory scene, I want you to condense the entire experience into one short, powerful phrase. Neville's favorite was, isn't it wonderful? My favorite for you tonight is simply, thank you. Why? Thank you. Because gratitude is the ultimate psychological evidence of possession. You do not thank someone for a gift you are still waiting for. You thank them when the gift is in your hands. By repeating, thank you, over and over like a mental lullaby, you are signaling to your subconscious that the transaction is complete. You are telling the deep, creative power within you. The seed is in the ground. The work is finished and I am satisfied. Do not say it with your lips. Say it with your heart. Let the words, thank you, thank you, thank you, vibrate in the silence of your mind. Let them become rhythmic, matching the slow, deep rise and fall of your chest. With every thank you, feel a weight being lifted from your shoulders. Feel the how and the when of your manifestation dissolve. They are no longer your concern. They are the business of the Father. Moving into the state of relief. The feeling of relief is the seal of the Spirit. It is the moment when the tension of wanting is replaced by the serenity of having. Think of a time when you were deeply concerned about something, and then you received the news that everything had been settled. Do you remember that long, deep sigh of relief? That sense of, oh, thank God it's over. That is the state in which you must fall asleep. You are not praying for money. You are sleeping in the relief that the wealth has already arrived. You are not asking for a change. You are resting in the satisfaction that the change is a settled fact of your life. As you repeat your thank you loop, let that feeling of relief wash over you like a warm, gentle tide. If the mind tries to bring up a bill or a doubt, do not argue with it. Simply wrap it in a thank you. The thank you is the answer to every question. It is the solution to every problem. It is the final word that silences the liars of the senses. You are a satisfied soul. You have eaten of the fruit of your imagination, and you are full. The atmosphere of success as you drift closer to the deep. Let the atmosphere of your room change. Imagine that the very air around you is thick with the frequency of your success. It is no longer an ordinary room. It is a sanctuary of abundance. You are sleeping in a wealthy atmosphere. Neville often said that you must occupy the state. To occupy the state of wealth means to fall asleep with the same mental atmosphere you would have if you woke up tomorrow to find your bank account overflowing. Would you be anxious? No. Would you be frantic? No. You would be calm. You would be secure. You would be satisfied. This is the sleep of the satisfied. It is the sleep of the king who knows his treasury is full. It is the sleep of the sower who knows his harvest is certain. You are no longer working for your life. You are resting in the beauty of the life you have already created in the spirit, sinking into the deep with the word. Let the words, thank you, be the very last vibration your mind feels before it crosses the border into total unconsciousness. Let them be the bridge that carries your assumption from the conscious mind into the subconscious. By falling asleep in this state of satisfied gratitude, you are giving the subconscious its nightly orders. You are telling it, this is the state I want you to objectify. This is the frequency I want you to match with my physical world. And the subconscious, which never sleeps and never fails, will take that thank you and begin the miraculous process of rearranging the atoms of your reality. You are now letting go of the world. You are letting go of the scene. You are letting go of the I am. You are sinking into the deep, carrying only the golden vibration of satisfaction. You are safe. You are provided for. You are wealthy beyond measure. Sleep now, my friend, in the relief of the finished work. Sleep in the fragrance of your success. The Sabbath is coming. The rest is near. It is finished. Crossing the threshold into the Sabbath, the total surrender and the promise of the morning, we have come to the final gate. The body is dissolved into liquid light. The I am has been stilled in the formless deep. The senses have tasted the reality of the harvest, and the heart has sealed the work with the vibration of gratitude. Now, my friends, you must perform the most courageous act of the creative soul, the act of total surrender. You are about to step off the cliff of the conscious mind and fall into the arms of the infinite. You are entering what Neville called the Sabbath. In the world of men, the Sabbath is often misunderstood as a day of the week or a religious ritual. But in the psychology of the spirit, the Sabbath is a state of being. It is the period of non-resistance that follows a successful imaginal act. It is the moment when you stop working because, with a conviction that transcends human logic, that the creation is finished. It is the mental rest that occurs when you are so confident in the seed. You have planted that you no longer feel the need to check the soil. Letting go of the oars, imagine you are in a boat on a vast, gentle river. For a long time, you have been rowing against the current, struggling to reach a destination called success. You have been exhausted, fearful, and tense. But tonight you have realized that the river itself is moving toward your destination. You have realized that the current is the Father within you, and he knows the way better than you ever could. Entering the Sabbath is the act of letting go of the oars. It is the moment you lay down in the bottom of the boat. Close your eyes and allow the water to carry you. You are no longer trying to get there. You are being carried there. This is the ultimate test of faith. Can you trust the invisible power of your subconscious mind enough to stop interfering? Can you be still enough to let the Father do the work? As you drift into the deep, dreamless state of sleep, you are surrendering your desire to the only power that can manifest it. Your conscious mind, the limited self, has done its part. It has chosen the state. It has felt the reality. Now it must step aside. If you carry the effort of manifesting into your sleep, you are still clutching the oars. But if you sink into sleep with a sense of, it is finished, You have entered the Sabbath, the midnight rearrangement of the world. While you sleep in this state of total surrender, something miraculous is happening. You are not merely resting your physical brain. You are commanding the universe. Because you have fallen asleep in the state of wealth, you have handed the subconscious a blueprint that it is compelled to follow. While your body lies still, the Father within you is waking up. In the word of Caesar, he is moving the minds of men who do not even know why they are being moved. He is arranging chance encounters. He is opening doors in the hearts of strangers. He is building the bridge of incidents, that series of events that will lead you, as naturally as the dawn follows the night, to the physical possession of your wealth. You do not need to know how he will do it. In fact, if you try to figure out the how, you are leaving the Sabbath and returning to the struggle. Your only job in this threshold is to remain in the fragrance of the result. By sleeping in the state of the wish fulfilled, you are effectively telling the universe, the work is done. The result is a fact. Rearrange the world to match my decree. The promise of the morning. Neville always reminded us that as you wake, so shall your world be. But this does not always mean you will find a bag of gold on your pillow the moment you open your eyes. It means that you will wake up as a new person. You will wake up with the atmosphere of wealth still clinging to you. You will walk through your day with a secret smile, knowing that the seed is already germinating in the dark. When you wake from the Sabbath, you no longer look for signs, you become the sign. You no longer chase opportunities, you attract them, because you have Sabbath. In the conviction of your wealth, the world has no choice but to reflect that conviction back to you. The morning brings the daily bread of the bridge of incidents. Every person you meet, every phone call you receive, and every idea that pops into your head is a part of the Father's plan to objectify your dream. Closing the circle of creation, the darkness of the night is not a void, it is the laboratory of the Spirit. You are sinking now into the deepest layers of your being. You are merging with the infinite. The labels of the world are gone. The tension of the body is gone. The thank you has become a silent golden glow in the center of your awareness. You are the king resting in his chamber after issuing the final decree. You are the architect, sleeping peacefully while the builders follow your perfect plans. You are the soul, returning to its source to be refreshed and replenished. Let the last flicker of your consciousness be the feeling of absolute security. You are safe. You are loved. You are wealthy beyond measure. The Father and you are one, and what the Father has you have. Closing words, my friends, the journey for tonight is complete. You have performed the highest work a human being can perform. You have moved from the shadow to the substance. As you cross this final threshold into the deep, let go of everything, let go of the words, let go of the techniques, let go of the me that wants things. Sink into the Father. Trust the law. Trust the silence. When you wake, do not look back at the old world. Walk into the new one as its rightful owner. The harvest is guaranteed. The decree is absolute. Sleep now in the fragrance of your success, for as you wake, so shall your word be. Peace be unto you. It is finished. It is done.